3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome to Ruse Radio 2020. We got that 2020 vision. We coming at ya all year. And we are starting off hot with who is it today? It is the boy Saddle.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Wyatt.
And what are we talking about today, Sadok? You want to tell him? You want to tell him what we're talking about?
Sure.
Today?
So today we're going to be talking about the absolutely phenomenal, in my opinion, A24 film Uncut Gems. I am a freaking dick rider when it comes to this movie. I will live and die on the hill that Uncut Gems is fucking great. So Wyatt hasn't seen it yet.
I haven't seen it.
So he messaged me earlier. He's like, "You want to go see Uncut Gems?" I was like, "Yes,
yesterday,
I want to go."
I messaged him yesterday. I was like, I really need to see this with somebody. Who have I seen post about Uncut Gems multiple times?
Fucking timer.
Our boy Sadok. He's posted about this movie about 4 times on Instagram. He really likes it. He thinks it's Adam Sandler's best work of all time. I'm gonna go see if that's true. I'm super excited. I can't wait to tell you guys what I think of this movie. You're gonna see me. The next time you see me, I will have, or if you're listening on audio, the next time you hear my voice, you will have heard a man who has just seen Adam Sandler's latest work. And also, whoever the dudes who directed it
The
are
Safdie Brothers.
the Safdie
fucking geniuses.
Yes.
I forgot there was a camera. I was just looking down.
That's okay.
Well,
See,
we
I
gotta
always-
go, our live studio audience and our audio audience. So next time that you hear us, we'll be changed men.
Yes,
At
we
least
will.
one of us I know will be.
We will be.
So see you then.
Praise Sandler. And Sandler is to be praised. What a movie that was. I saw it 2 days ago. 2 days ago is when I saw Uncut Gems with Adam Sandler, directed by the Safdie Brothers. That's when I saw that movie. With Sadok, he had to go home. The sound design of the movie in general was really nice. Real chaotic. It felt like a lot was happening at once. You know, you'd hear one person talking and another person talking and a bunch of overlapping dialogue, which is really interesting in terms of filmmaking because you'd have to film it that way, which I think is what they did. Very cool, and it kind of enhances that feeling of reality throughout the film. I really liked the directing style of this movie. Very intense. Very intense stuff. More intense, I would even say, than That's My Boy. And that was a very intense movie. Very crazy, lots of stuff going on. With Adam Sandler and his son that he didn't know was his son. I mean, that movie blew my mind. I thought that was Adam Sandler's peak, and here we are in 2020. Here I am in 2020 watching this movie that came out in late 2019 called Uncut Gems. Very good stuff. It made me... Oh my God. Casting was very good. And what's cool about the casting is with these guys and the person they work with is that they try to get people that aren't necessarily actors in the first place in their films, such as Julia Fox, fantastic job, Kevin Garnett, amazing, and it's actually freaking Kevin Garnett, very cool, and Keith Williams Richards. If you told me that Keith Williams Richards was not in a movie before this movie, I'd be like, you're lying to me. But the internet told me that, and it wasn't lying. So the pacing was near perfect. That's another thing that I really do appreciate about this movie. More so than their film Good Time. I think the pacing was so spot on with this movie. Wow. Like, it just continues to ramp up, and the ending is so satisfying because it feels like an ending. It feels like we hit that top of the mountain. The constant close-ups and tight framing add to that tone throughout the movie, and just you can really feel the direction of the film. It adds to the energy of the universe, however you want to put it. The 7th most F-bombs ever just wanted to say, I would not have guessed that. I barely even noticed while I was watching the movie. And then I remembered afterwards, and I was like, oh yeah. It made me want to go back and watch their other film that I've been meaning to see with Robert Pattinson called Good Time, which I watched last night. And that movie was quite interesting. It was definitely not what I expected to see. I will say that very much. I expected... I don't know what I expected. After seeing Uncut Gems, I did expect something kind of like that, but still not that. So, good stuff. I didn't expect it in a good way. There's a lot of... I wanted to say, too, I really like the score in the movie. Very nice sounds going on. In the background of both movies. In the background of Good Time and Uncut Gems. Uncut Gems is more so, I would say, but not... They're both real good with the music. Good stuff. Feels real. Lots of close-ups, which is cool. From the interviews I saw, they were using a lot of zoom lenses, so that's cool to know. Getting those real up-in-your-face shots with those zoom lenses. Very cool, very exciting stuff. Wow. Science. What else do we got? Adam Sandler, the Sandman. The Sandman delivered so hard. So hard. Lots of stuff coming from the Sandman. You see the Sandman cry. He cries. I didn't even think it was possible to break the Sandman. And he was broken. Lots of exciting things. I'm trying to think of what else I can say without spoiling anything. I like the opening and final, the way that the opening and closing connect with one another. Very cool. It kind of lays out the concept of the movie in a way, which ties in with the title. And I guess at this point is when I'm going to get into spoilers. So if you don't want to hear any spoilers, get out of here. Go watch the movie. If you haven't seen it, don't listen to this. Go watch the movie because it's really good. And you'll like it. You'll like not knowing what's happening or what's going to happen as you watch it. And you'll be like, wow, this is really cool. I'll say before I say any more spoilers. No, I'm just going to say the spoilers. It's too late. They're already gone. I'm going to say I really like how in the intro they did the transition from the inside of the gem into like it was like a seamless transition from this beautiful what the inside of a gem actually looks like. Because when I was reading about it, apparently the visual effects artist for this movie, who did a great job. You know, there's not much visual effects, but when it does pop up, it looks so good. You go into that gem, and then apparently he worked with someone who does microscopic photography, and so through the guy who did microscopic photography, he gets these photos of the inside of gems, or diamonds, or however you put it, I wouldn't even know. But the inside of these ancient rocks, these dinosaur rocks, and you're looking inside of it, and then all of a sudden it gets all fleshy, and you're like, what? What am I seeing? You're seeing the inside of the Sandman's colon. That's what you're seeing. Very, very, very nice. Never thought I'd see a colonoscopy in a film before, even. And that was a real colonoscopy. They had to get the rights to that footage. So wow, props. I'm impressed by that alone. And then we got, what was the last thing I wanted to say here? I got two more little tidbits. The climax, super intense. Bunch of stuff happened in the climax in the best way. It had me going, oh my god, are they gonna win? Is he gonna, oh my god. And I feel like they, even though it's sad to see, him dying is the only way the movie can end. Because a character like him, even though he's so likable, and he pulls it off in such a way where you actually are rooting for him, he's still doing all these terrible things that would only lead him deeper into a hole. So the fact that that does end for him on somewhat of a happy note is kind of one of the best ways that he could go out in the first place. It's a really good movie. And if I were going to grade this movie, I would give it an A. I'd give it an A. It was really, really good. And I would highly recommend seeing it. The Sandman does it again. I came into the theater a little bit late. I missed the colonoscopy, and I also... That's really all I missed, is the colonoscopy and then them finding the gem in the very first place. But that made me miss the shot where it was zooming into the gem, just like it zooms into the bullet wound at the end of the movie. And that is the thesis of the film. But it does zoom into the gem again when KG is looking at it. He's looking into the gem and he sees what's in it just like the miners see it. And the only people who don't see it, or the only guy who didn't see it, was Adam Sandler's character that I'm forgetting his name. But anyway, so the end of the movie, it goes into him, and he's got the same thing in him, which is saying that he is an uncut gem. He's something that's rough on the outside, but on the inside, he is beautiful, and he contains all this stuff, all this potential, which is an interesting way to look at all of it, because he's kind of a Walter White type guy, where you know he's a terrible person, but at the same time it's like you know, it's like a Tony Soprano. It's like what am I gonna do? I can't fix that. I can't fix him. I can't fix that. But he's nice to me, so. I mean, I would hang out with Adam Sandler. I would. I definitely would. I would want to hang out with him. I think it'd be a fun time, you know. I mean, the Safdie Brothers did a great job on this movie. It was really, really good, and so was Good Time. That was also really, really good. Not as intense as this movie, but really intense. It's like, if I wish I would have seen Good Time first, because it's still really intense, just not super duper intense like Uncut Gems. They're both real intense movies. And one of the directors, one of the Safdie brothers, acts as one of the main characters in Good Time, which makes it even better. It's so good. You should really go watch both of these movies. They are good movies. Good Time and Uncut Gems. Good movies, I say. You should watch them. I tell you. But anyways, that's really about it. It seems as if our time is coming to a close yet again. That was a quick little Ruse Radio, don't you think? But it's okay, because it's 2020, and we coming at you all year. Hopefully next time we gonna have a guest on here. I'm pretty sure that we gonna. I'm excited to say that pretty soon we're gonna have a live show out here in Flint. I can even say the date. February 22nd. 2/2/2020, coming real soon. We gonna be at you live for the Constellations live show. Boom, 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 boom. That's the sound of fireworks going off. I was trying to do something that had to do with stars, but then I said fireworks, so that doesn't work, but it doesn't matter because it's going to be a good show. I can't wait till you guys come and see me live. And if you haven't heard Constellations yet, that's what the whole thing's about. Constellations is my latest project where the stars are connecting to form a bigger picture. So that means everybody is coming together and working together to make something bigger than themselves. And that's kind of what I'm trying to make all of my stuff represent. So very, very cool. I'm really proud of the project. I really like this movie. And I can't wait to see you guys next time. Can't wait to talk to you. Can't wait to talk to whoever is on Ruse Radio. Who will it be? Find out next time on Ruse Radio. Clocking out.